Okay, number 18, solving using quadratic formula. I'm going to start by getting everything over to the left because that's how I like it on the left-hand side. So plus 12n squared on the right, plus 12n squared on the left. Negative 8 plus 12 will give me 4n squared. Subtract 4n on the right gives me 0. Subtract 4n on the left is minus 6n. And I have a negative 12, or minus 12, equals 0. So now I can use the quadratic formula. I could also try to factor, but we're practicing quadratic formula. So I identify my parts. A equals 4, B equals negative 6, and C equals negative 12. A is always the term in front of the squared variable. B is always the term in front of the variable that's linear, and C is always the constant. So I've been writing down this equation 3 times in all these videos. So I've been writing the plus or minus. So I'm just going to write it down with the plus and the minus as 2 equations and solve both of those. So x is going to equal negative b, which is the opposite of b. Remember that negative b is the opposite of b. So I'm going to use positive 6. 6 plus the square root of b squared. B squared is negative 6 times 6, which is 36. Minus 4 times a, which is 4, times c, which is negative 12, all over 2 times a, which is 8. Do this again with the minus. X equals 6 minus the square root. 36 minus 4 times negative 12, all over 8. So we're going to get something over 8 on the top and something over 8 on the bottom. And now I'm going to use my calculator. So 6 plus square root. 36 minus 4 times negative 12 is 21.0999, and then I'm going to divide by 8. So I had 21.1 essentially, but I didn't type in the rounded answer. I just used that exact decimal as much as I can. And so divided by 8 is 2.637. So that's one answer. For the second one, I'm going to type in the minus, so 6 minus the square root of the b squared value, 36, minus 4 times the a, which is 4, times the c, which is negative 12, gives me negative 9.1. I'm going to divide that by 8. So if I'm recording my work, I have negative 9.1. And then using the exact value as much as I can, I have negative 1.137. And those are my two answers. So 2.637, negative 1.137. That means that if you take the original equation and you plug in those numbers into n, you'll get the same thing on both sides of the equation. Or if you take the equation we set equal to 0 and you plug those in, you will get 0 on the left-hand side.